Shah Rukh, this is the 21st year of our conversations.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I first came to see you April.
We have a whole book to prove it.
We have a whole book to prove it. But I first came to see you April 1995 on the sets of Ram Jane.
Oh, that long back.
That long back, you were wearing a purple suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have it.
You still have it?
Yeah. You mean like my Kolkata Night Riders? That's why it's purple. I'm inspired by my purple.
By Ram Jane.
Yeah, I met a bad guy
Huh.
who had seen Ram Jane, and he got so disturbed the way I played the bad guy. Because he said, "Which bad guy have you seen who doesn't wear a shirt under a suit?"
That's
ऐसा
right.
दिखता हूँ मैं. So he got so angry. I said, "I'm really sorry. I'm new to Mumbai. I don't know the bad guys from Mumbai."
Your portrayal was not on point.
He got very disturbed. Gold chain and हम ऐसे कोई flashy होते हैं. Shirt क्यों नहीं पहना तुमने? So I'm like, okay.
No, so you said things like, I have 4 or 5 expressions. People think I'm gimmicky. Balls to them, which I thought was very funny. This was, of course, pre-DDLJ's release. But my sense is that inherently you're still that guy. You're still charming, little cocky, very funny, relatable, and somehow still larger than life. Is that a correct assessment? Are you still that man?
I am. I mean, people don't really change. I mean, people talk about evolving and X, Y, Z, but there are certain beliefs that you live by. And when you're younger, maybe it seems even stupid. So you talk more like that. Well, I think what you say in your childhood or youth is who you are. You may garb it in better speech patterns. I mean, I don't say balls to them anymore. I just said, yeah, F off.
You're just a more polite man now.
I said, please, will you F off? So I don't use language like that anymore. But I think, yeah, somewhere, whether that belief was misplaced, whether the belief was right, whether it was something that comes instinctively from inside, I think that's who you are. Because sometimes you'll see your
That's
son.
your essence.
Yeah, that's your essence. Like you meet your son and you'll be chatting. And how old is he? 18 now?
He's going to be.
Yeah, and he just says something, and you're like, how can you talk like this?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
it's not right. It's not. No. But you know that he will be that person. Of course, he'll curb his way of talking. Of course, he'll understand better. But I think the essence comes out in that period of life, which kind of defines us finally. But deep down inside, if you take off my shirt, say hi.
It's balls to them.
Yeah, and I have fair armpits.
We're going to take your word for that.
Otherwise, I'll show it.
It's appropriate that we're having this conversation in Lisbon while you're creating a love story with Imtiaz Ali and Anushka Sharma. And I mean, you've spent half your life playing a man in love.
With women who belong to other men, to begin with, in every
Right,
movie.
right.
I was just telling Imtiaz and Anushka, just before the shot, the conversation when you were watching it, wasn't about the scene. I just told them I've made an art and profession out of loving women who are going to get married to someone, are already married, or are engaged, and then I run after them, and then I get them from wherever they are, from any corner, sometimes with charm, sometimes with goodness, sometimes I throw them off the building, but yeah.
But you get them.
I have a problem. I have a problem.
That's accepted.
I have to accept it. I have to accept it. It's a problem. It's chronic. I need to do something about it. And the only thing I find doing about it is just keep doing it again and again and again. Maybe one day it will get rid of me.
But Shah Rukh, has your understanding of love and the portrayal of it in Hindi cinema, has it altered a lot? Or do you find yourself sort of going through the same beats?
It'll sound a little pompous and all-knowing, but I know all facets of love. However strange it may sound me saying it, when in interviews I'm very honest. So I'm telling you, it's a shocking thing. Like, you might find a person who knows all the theorems. You may find a person who knows all the plays of Shakespeare. And you'll find a lot of people who have all the knowledge about films. I am a lot like love. I honestly am.
What does that mean?
I am beautiful, not physically only. I'm in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm unpredictable. I'm charming. I make you glow. I make you sad. I destroy you. I distress you. I create longing for you. I create belonging in you. I can be the worst thing that happened to you. I could be the best thing that could happen to you. So I am genuinely like that. And I believe in love like that. And not just a man-woman love or man-man love or woman-woman love of sensuality. I think even
All kind of love.
All kind of love. I know love very well. So I understand Aditya Chopra's love when he tells me to do Dilwale. I understand Imtiaz's very well. And he told me once that, sir, I was a little wary. He would not tell you about love, but I can certainly know what he means and where he's coming from without wanting to know his backstory. All of us have a backstory, which we kind of expose in our cinema, especially writers and directors. Actors still less. I'm not saying I'll be able to deliver just because I know love, because obviously I'm bound by my five expressions. But I really, really need to say, yeah, can I sense this? Can I feel it? Can I hold myself back? Okay, this scene is actually in a love story. Oh, I keep doing it actually here. As I see, Adi would do this thing like this. Karan would do it like this because he's that lover. He's that lover. Jazz is going to do it like this. So I get really intrigued by it. It's fortunate and unfortunate that if you try something completely in a dark space in a love story, I think people will get a little.
It'd be too shocking.
Yeah, they're like, "Arey nahi, you shouldn't do that."
I mean, when you did in Kank, when you went into that hotel
Oh, yeah,
room, people couldn't believe it was you with somebody else's wife.
Yeah. And just to tell you, it was a body double. It wasn't me. I don't do that. Focusing scenes. And I see movies, everybody's doing it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and 'cause I was really taken aback when people reacted to that film. And I think as an actor, it was a very nice, cynical, angry, and I remember somebody saying, वो तो उसके face पे दिखने लग गया है. So I kept my face in angst all the time. And I
Yeah,
remember
you were very curdled. I remember that. Yeah.
And I remember suddenly I got a feedback कि ये सब हरकतें कर रहा है ना ये फिल्मों में अभी सब इसकी शक्ल पे दिख रहा है ऐसा. So I was like, it's just a movie. And that's one place where you have to have extreme amount of freedom of expression. But if I'm going to be curbed sometimes by reactions, curbing like you get really shocked.
But you pay attention to it? Does it bother you?
No, I still say what we said 21 years. But it does make the filmmaker actually think.
Right. They become a little wary.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't talk to Karan. He was here. Maybe he would say, "भाई ये नहीं करते आपके साथ, बड़ा backlash होता है."
I saw Suhana in a school play and she was really good. And so I tweeted about how she was really good. And you tweeted back to say that it's the same face, but I have so much to learn from her. She has so much more brevity and grace. Do you think after all these years that you still haven't quite cultivated enough brevity and grace?
No.
Really?
Two things have happened in the world. When I see someone like Suhana, I mean, obviously there's a bias or whatever people may think because she's my daughter. But some young actors, Alia, I've just finished a film with, I get so amazed by the lack of life they have lived, but they can still express so much without knowing all the expressions of life yet or having felt them. My assumption is, I think Alia hasn't, Suhana hasn't. There's still more to see. You always say, when you see life and then the experiences come on, and without having the experience, still being able to convey emotions, which I would take much longer because, so is it that my experience has given me more expressions and my brevity is gone? You see, craft is tangible. It can bind you, there's a method to it. Art is free, flowing. That's how we believe art is,
Instinctive.
Instinctive. Yeah. The poems, it flies and
it just comes.
It just comes.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. But craft, as you go by, starts binding the art. So it stops being that free flow. Because you start thinking of so many things to fix it, make it right, get the point through, make it stick. Like Anushka and we were talking, is it right? We start asking that too often as an actor. So when I see a Suhana do what she does, I'm like such a little, because she's still not bound by the craft. And hopefully, before she gets bound, her art would have taken place. I think I've been given that opportunity. I'm not cribbing. I think I had that opportunity. But naturally, I think the craft coming in takes away. And then the nicest way to deal with it is to work with people who are not bound by the craft as yet, have free-flowing art, and then imbibe what they do. Take it from them. So I do that. I think Agya is very good. I think she's really new. Amongst the new people, I haven't really seen too many people have worked with actually.
But it genuinely makes you happy.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
I don't like many actors. I have malice towards one and all.
Why?
All actors have that. It
just
cover it
is.
up.
Huh.
They're all very nice, Somebody told me politicians all around the world abuse in public and hug in private. Actors all around the world hug in public and abuse in private. So actors have malice, It's and a good malice. It's not a bad malice. They're not like deciding to stab each other.
Huh.
I think I have the ease now. I don't have to prove it. I don't have to get it right. So I'm like, okay, let me just come in a scene. I'm not ill-prepared. I think I just need to know my lines. I need to know my focus points. I need to understand what the scene is going to convey. And
Ada
that's it.
cincinnya.
Now I'll just keep on.
Terima cincinnya.
Can we?
Pantas.
Fruit.
Dona. Diga. Carlinda Moreira.
Nice to meet you.
Carlinda Moreira. Toda a parte da moita.
Done.
Aqui é que é.
I love it. That she's sweet.
Aqui é que mexeu a guitarra.
So beautiful. दे ऐसा दिया हमने हाँ दिया
Boa.
मतलब लड़कियां प्यार करती हैं इतना नहीं कि फ्री में देते हैं
It's cherry liqueur.
Não.
very nice
É boa, não é?
thank you
É feita por mim, é boa.
me too
É feita por mim, olha para aquilo. Olha. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado.
bye bye
Bye bye. Onde é que tem?
ये बहुत गंदा he's putting you on camera and then he'll put it on YouTube and make fun of you कहाँ से हो तुम लोग बांग्लादेश
Sorry?
गुजरात से
गुजरात
very good all the best कितने साल से यहाँ पे 3 years do well
So, I was reading this thing David Fincher said a couple of years ago that I'm not interested in movies that entertain. He said, I love movies that scar. He said, what I love about Jaws is that I could never swim in the ocean again. Your, of course, sort of forte has always been entertainment. But after all these years, do you want your cinema to do something else? Do you want it to scar, to educate?
See, it's when one can place it like how David Fincher has. But I think Jaws was extremely entertaining.
No, of course it was. Of course.
And yeah, you can find a deeper meaning in your cinema as time goes by. And you can only find it post people have sort of decided what they liked or disliked about it. See, I can't make up my mind.
You can't do it before.
You can't do it before. I don't think so. But I wanted fan to shake you up a bit and entertain you as well. God, if this happens, it is a scary thought, and it is an interestingly scary thought, and it can happen actually to me. Not that it has, but it has enough to shake you up a bit. God, this is really pushing it, man. Suppose a guy looking like him gets completely taken in and obsessed. And I meet people who love me so much. I keep telling people, those who look like me, want to look like me, I love you all. It's really not only just complimentary, it's just so honest and earnest, when I was young, I thought I looked like XYZ. And
Your mom thought you looked like Dilip Kumar.
yeah, I thought I looked like Mr. Bachchan. Later on, girls said I was like Al Pacino. So I got the best of them all.
No, but don't you decide ki primarily I want to entertain? That is my sort of reason for being.
When you say that, you must be primarily thinking to entertain. I think for 25 years, and genuinely I say so, and I'm not just having this stupid belief in myself. I've never thought of a film as an entertaining medium. I'm like, let me just do this. It's fun. Like, I think this film that Karan has made, Dear Zindagi. Maybe I'll be lynched for Shah Rukh ne ye role kyun kiya hai? He does not. People have a lot of things to say, but I think it's very interesting. I think it's a very nice film to be made, and if I can add to it by just learning this new experience, because perhaps I don't have the age to do a full film like that anymore, or stage, or stardom is too big, perhaps, or whatever the reason is. I just haven't got an offer like that. It's very interesting to be a part of that film, and let's see what it does to the world. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I would like my cinema to be like that and not commercially successful. I would like that too. But when it doesn't happen, it's not the. Let me just. Sorry. My brother.
And this.
कुछ खरीदना तो नहीं पड़ेगा. अरे ये लोग तो used to होंगे.
हाँ,
Please,
इतनी छोटी है सड़क, कहाँ जाएंगे लोग?
हम लोग अपने हाईवेज का कंप्लेन करते थे.
हाँ, really? ये गया बंदा?
I think
नहीं.
these people, ना मोहब्बत इन लोगों में इसलिए. You have to stay like this and respect each other. उसको जाना ही पड़ेगा पहले.